let's get it. We have Lancelot from Finland on the Roy specifically at the moment, and Falco for Larry Lurr. We will note that Lancelot is known for maining Chrom, but if you can play Chrom, you can usually play Roy, and Lancelot has been using Roy more than ever because sometimes that recovery is just extra bad. In specific, like Lancelot was knocked out of Pound by Peach, like it was Ling using the counter of the Toad to just destroy Chrom. So the Roy was baked after that, and now it's ready to cook the bird.
Yes, we're going to be seeing some very toasty bird here, Tail. You imagine that the sweet spots are going to be very, very useful for a character like versus a character like Falco, who wants to get up in your face. Meaning the reward is going to be generally greater when you do get a hit. And also you've got that frame 6 up B to deal with any jump-ins on the side of Larry Lurr.
But the frames of any Falco attack always continue to surprise. We haven't exactly seen any cutscene blenders, but that is a general factor about Roy and Chrom. They fall so fast. You can combo them, but it's not necessarily going to go as high as you might expect from a traditional Falco combo. But you can just up smash instead and take him to the top in one go.
Yeah, danced a little too much with that double-edged sword, and it came back to bite him. Larry able to take first blood, get that up smash to take first stock.
So that was our quote-unquote Falco cutscene. It only did 24% on that occasion, but started another one just after. Meanwhile, jab back air, that's the two-piece sweep, my friend. Wonderful stuff.
And again, Lancelot is very good when it comes to that confirm. Doesn't matter on who the character is, whether it's Roy or Chrom, he's never going to drop it ever.
Yeah, I think basically he always just does the pretend sweet spot with Chrom anyway. just in case I need to swap to Roy at any point, I am going to hit you with the hilt.
Yeah, you know it. They're holding his own. Lancelot very much focused on controlling center stage, not trying to chase Larry too much. Having stage control is going to be so important. But Roy does benefit a lot when he has a platform at his side. Oh, you're dead here. You're so dead here, yeah.
See you later.
It is gratifying. It's so nice to see that side B on shield get punished. So many times Larry has been very aggressive, very tricky with a high side B trying to go through, get center stage. But if you're just going in someone's shield like he's done again, it's a free hit on shield. Does not cross up. Get a free hit, get your win.
So not much of a punish on the other occasions, but you got the first one, and it was definitely the most important. Larry will not be able to back air you after that one, though. I am honestly shocked that that wasn't a true setup. But, you know, Larry Lurr may have been just as surprised, but we play on. It was definitely worth the go. Up nice. There, going to be a little more effective.
Yeah, Lance's DI has been helping him out a lot. If you DI in, just like how Lance has been doing, it either makes the back air very, very hard to get, or it forces an up air instead. And that's the lesser of two evils. You don't want to die off the side.
It's still evil.
Yeah,
like,
it's pretty damn evil.
But now it's Falco time. What can you do? Only an up throw to up air. Twice in a row, though, is going to be 41. So we're on the path to evening out, but it's over. 88%. And that is a thoroughly cooked bird. Lancelot takes game 1.
Yeah, Lancelot managed to skip that cutscene because Larry tried to catch the landing with the side B, which usually does him so much justice. But when you whiff, there's a lot of lag, and you put yourself in the absolute worst position for that double-edged dance, sending Larry to the blast zone at just 75%.
These two have played before, and you know what that means when you've played a game before. On the second run-through, you can skip the cutscenes. And that's exactly what Lancelot did. Larry Lurr will be sticking to Falco, and no reason to get rid of the Roy on Lancelot after a game like that.
Absolutely. If you're Larry, you know that was a close game, and it could have been yours had your advantage state just been that little bit cleaner. Compared, of course, we're gonna have to compare him to Tilda being the other American Falco in attendance. He gets a lot, and so Larry wants to do a lot when he gets a hit. He needs to. It's part of what makes Falco so good. It's nice that you can roll through that. Sometimes you try and roll through with using the 11-hit invincibility rule, but you just get rolled into the jab anyway and taking more damage.
Unfortunately, the jab didn't really lead to anything at that point. Maybe you just do an F smash to punish afterwards. There was a guaranteed punish, but we didn't know what it was going to be. I wasn't ready for the roll through. Unfortunately, maybe Lancelot wasn't quite ready enough either because it didn't lead to much, and now Larry Lurr very much in the lead. Getting the ledge trap scenario, the back air not working because of that DI in that you noted earlier, focus miss, but the up air will still connect as a result of the second one, and the forward air takes the stock.
Even if you're DIing to avoid the back air, you still have to land against Falco, and it just allows him to fish for another up tilt, which leads into the same exact situation, leading into a kill at the edge this time instead of off the top, up high. Lancelot will be looking for a way to take the stock. This is prime Roy kill percent. Just such a strong character. And I wonder how he's going to find it. He's fishing for jabs a little. I was going to say potentially a little too hard, but if you do it enough, maybe they're just going to hit regardless, Tail.
Yeah, but oh, this is not what you want. The double jump's gone. You have to recover. Yes, it's a little bit difficult to intercept Blazer, but there's so much disjointed range on Falco's down air. It's kind of unbelievable. It's like Brawl, it was just the best down air in the game. Smash 4, they said, right, we need to break it. They went a little too far. Ultimate is the perfect compromise. Falco's down air is now just a good move. And Larry Lurr uses it effectively, and the back air perhaps even better.
Yeah, absolutely. Larry Lurr gets so much mileage off of those phantasms. Just using it to tech chase cover landings.
Yeah, but now, putting yourself at the ledge there. The back air, still not enough to KO, even despite the situational disadvantage. Fighting back with the double edge dance, but this feels a little bit too much for Lancelot to overcome unless Hugo Lancelot can prove me wrong.
You can never count a Roy out, man. Like, when you have free kill situations that you get a down tilt, and maybe you can just let an F smash rip, even if it's up in the stock count, and I would not count Lancelot out. He is a Roy burning hot red with rage, and he can definitely make this comeback.
Yep, and if Larry Lurr is going to keep side being into your shield, then there is always an opportunity to get things started. Like the Nairs, the second hit doesn't connect, and Larry Lurr, unfortunately for Lancelot, getting a freebie at the end of it.
There's always signs of life when in these games. We saw at the end of the last game of Game 1 where Larry had advantage going and then he just overextended and then gets side B. This time it's Lancelot getting a combo going, but the neutral air just not sending in the way Lancelot wanted. You can combo off a landing hit nair like that, but it wasn't what he was looking for. He was looking for a nair 2. Instead, it allows Larry to full out the combo and get back air to take the second game.
In my opinion, though, it was very much encouraging enough to say, don't even consider Crom. Get straight on the Roy. Don't open yourself up to potential down air spikes like Crom would be susceptible to. Keep it going, and Game 3 could honestly go either way. This has been so close. So in they spawn. Who's going to get the first hit? Well, we've had a missed dash grab. There we go. It's kind of Lancelot. But what is the plan here? We have another side beat from Larry Lurr. What is the overall game plan of these Falco Phantasms, do we think?
I feel like it's his way of saying you can't just play passive out of my range, because I'm going to throw out my burst option. Will with punish an ill-advised jab or side B and get a hit. However, it hasn't actually hit. He's managed to get hits regardless, though.
Yeah, but we will be hitting those double-edged dances. There has definitely been a superior side B in this set. If you're fighting against Roy, generally you do have the inferior side B. It's not, you can't call it the best side B in the game, because usually some character's going to have an absurd special somewhere, like Monado Arts completely shutting down the best neutral B, unless it's Steve. But regardless, forward air is very good on Falco, and that's going to be the first stop to the US. But cutscene time.
Oh, just ending it early, unfortunately. And now this is Lancelot's time to shine, trying to find a way to rack up the damage and eventually lead into a sweet spot aerial. You'd think that he's looking for some way of finding a double-edged dance or a back air, but at the moment he's actually struggling to find a way to interact on terms that he wants, right? Sometimes Larry's going to give him a few hits with these side Bs. I don't think he's actually hit one just yet. This is partially why he's brought up the Roy, by the way. That up B outer shield is so strong. You don't have to play that game. You just use your armor. Unfortunately, he thought that Larry would be a little clever and cross up. Didn't work out. Still maintaining advantage. But can he maintain advantage enough to take the stock is the question. Resetting to neutral.
That's right. Larry Lurr very much in the lead. Looking to get a KO off of that one. The score is 1-1. Our layout suggests otherwise, but Larry Lurr did take the previous game, and potentially on the verge of another, but Lancelot evening things out nice and quick here. If Falco can't combo you anymore and goes into I must kill mode, what do you do sometimes? And especially on a fast faller like Roy, the combos aren't even that effective in the first place. Lancelot, throughout this set, has been using these opportunities where he's at the disadvantage to get something started.
Yeah, that is it. He's abusing the rage as well. This is actually, despite Larry being at 53%, he still has to be very careful. There's a reversal out of nowhere could lead into devastation. You saw how far that side B sent? Imagine that when Larry gets caught at the ledge here.
But down air. Oh, the perfect air dodge to get away, but a back air is still going to seal your fate at the end of it. Nevertheless, we have a situation which Lancelot can still very much win from. That's one of the best side Bs we've seen from Larry Lurr to this point. But right now, Lancelot is kind of looking for the strong options like smash attacks and jab back air, not necessarily trying to build percent. Looks to say 100% is good enough. I want to end it right now so that I could actually focus on third stock, please.
However, that sort of desperation has led into what is essentially a snowball for Larry. He's bracking out that percent. He's in a perfectly fine position at the moment, especially when he has Lancelot at the ledge. He's trying to end Lancelot's stock, not succeeding, but the pressure relents. Finding a juggle situation, but overextends, doesn't die for it. Very fortunately, finds the up tilt back air, taking Lancelot to the side. He sniped the jump, and that's game number 3 to Larry Lurr. He has gone up 2-1.
Get yourself just out of there. Rush back into game 4, nice and quick. Just checking that one in my head because yeah, we'll get the layout updated in a second for you. But Lancelot, I think it's still Roy. Yep, that's confirmed. We're going to be sticking to the tried and true. Can we get the comeback? This is still winner's side. No one gets eliminated off the back of this, but Larry Lurr heading for winners finals. Tilde was the Falco seeded to make it there, but we've just found the most appropriate replacement.
Bird number 2. Here we go. I'm really surprised that Larry was able to get that Nair into grab. You should just be able to, whenever Falco touches your shield, you have your frame 6 RB out of shield. You should just be able to swing. But instead, Larry used that Nair like a command grab. Getting a Nair on shield, getting grab. Even-ish percent, Lancelot firing back with these disgusting conversions. Finds the jab, full hop back air. He is so damn consistent with it, and he gets it off the tech chase. What a hit at like center stage leading to a kill at the edge. Disgusting stuff, terrible.
Yeah, and now forcing the way back into center stage. It is good to see Lancelot being rewarded for sticking to Roy throughout the set and actually getting another lead, showing that these two are overall fairly even. It's a volatile matchup. Roy takes the lead and rolls with it, and the exact same is true for Falco. I believe these players really are on very equal footing, but Larry Lurr will use his years of experience to try and come back from this. Again, Lancelot getting through to top 3 would be so important for the reputation of Finland, reputation of Lancelot, to make it through, potentially, to Smash World Tour Gold way into the final. He can get a few more points from the rest of the silvers.
Now, Lancelot is really riding his momentum. He's got so much rage at his disposal. He has already taken Larry to kill percent. Oh my god, if that was sweet spot, that was dead. But he's going to continue this pressure. Lancelot looking for a way to bring this to game 5. You can see those down tilts coming out. You can see those jabs coming out. He's found the jab, not found the back air. But it keeps coming. It keeps coming. He does not relent. We're seeing game 5.
How about a 3 stock then? Talk about an even set. Lancelot and Larry Lurr. Oh my word. The next game will decide it, guaranteed. But who is it going to be? It's so unpredictable. Like, usually when you see a 3 stock on stream, you think, okay, done and dusted. They're going to win. But that's just the way of Roy and Falco. You roll with momentum, and on this occasion, Larry just happened to be unable to take the stock. But next game, it could well be an entire game win. Genuinely cannot tell.
100%. Like that game is so different compared to the rest of that set. I don't even know if Lancelot just unlocked something or if his advantage state was just incredible. But he really just got a stock lead and then rode with it.
So here we are, the decider between Lancelot and Larry Lurr. The battle of the American veteran and the Finnish top player. We'll finish this set with a banger, I would hope. Larry Lurr currently in the lead, but forcibly putting himself to the side of the stage. Makes things a little harder for himself, but you know what? He has not been touched, Focus Miss.
It's not 90% already. That's incredible. That is genuinely amazing. And now, like, to not get touched as well, he's got to fight. Lancelot has got to find something, but he's just so scared of interacting because he's scared of the up tilt. Now he's been sent off stage.
Oh, but fighting through the Falco downer with the armor replacer. You know what? Lancelot didn't realize there that the shield was actually going to stop Falco dead. Wasn't even considering the fact that Larry was going to try and recover to stage with side. There could have been a free punish off the back of that shield, but Lancelot simply wasn't focusing on it. So instead, it's going to be one of those situations that we've seen throughout the set where Larry Lurr has taken an early lead, but then gotten Roy out of combo range, and Lancelot has used those opportunities to just start the comeback and sometimes even take the stock first. It may happen here, Focus.
Right. Lancelot has done a good job of bringing things back, but it's not enough. He needs to find a way to do it, to get the stock off. The jab back air somehow not going to be it. And instead, the Phantasm in disadvantage. This time, Lancelot not able to cover it and ends up dying.
Okay, so now it's time again. That's a 3-4 hit combo from Larry Lurr. That is honestly the best combo we've seen from him in this set. Can you spike him? No, you cannot. Roy down air just a little too difficult to use, especially, you know, if you're against Falco, one of the more susceptible characters to Gims, but yeah, wow. Okay, Shred at a disadvantage. Up air will steal it.
That's an insane punish for dropping a combo. Just dying because Roy just says no, fast fall up airs through your combo. And that's scary. Oh, that's a back air that's going to kill Lance, sort of just not being as polished an advantage as he needs to be in a situation like this. He is on his potential last stock in winners.
Yep.
He would love to find his way in winners finals, but Larry Lurr is just continuing the pressure, continuing these combos. Missing the tech, but the get-up attack saving him. Lancelot thinking that Larry Lurr would roll away, not biting though.
Yeah, or maybe not thinking, but hoping he would roll away. So instead, he's going to stay in place, and you can have the double edge dance on the second occasion. Larry Lurr has an 80% lead, but we have seen what Lancelot does in these scenarios. Earlier on in this game, in fact, managed to win from a position like this. Can Lancelot do it again and move on to winners finals? Or is Larry Lurr going to represent Glitch Gaming, represent the USA in winners finals, getting out of the combo, second occasion, connects it, back air, will not KO!
I can't believe Lancelot's staying alive. He has so many chances with the down at forward air is going to be it. Larry Lurr is moving on into winners finals after a nail biter game 5.